Some of you guys know I was supposed to go to the USA this April to attend the Tepe and Mary Hill event. That didn't work out. So I showed up to the US consulate to get my visa and they said, sorry Buga, you're not the right fit to enter our country. And as you guys can imagine, that actually sucked. I really looked forward to that US trip. I was going to meet a lot of the friends that I've made online, a lot of my skateboarding heroes, and I didn't get to be a part of that adventure. But as the famous Bible verse says, when one door closes, another opens. So with my US trip denied, I still wanted to have a skate trip, so I needed to figure out where I was going to get great value for money, where in the world there's a great longboarding community, and where I was going to meet international riders and have an amazing time. And a lot of suggestions were suggested. Maybe a Euro tour, maybe going to Canada, maybe going to South Africa, maybe trying the US again. But if I'm very honest with you guys, I wasn't very keen on getting my visa application rejected again. It didn't feel very nice. But one suggestion seemed more worthwhile than all the others, and that was the Philippines. Now, personally, I didn't know much about the Philippines. I mean, I've seen some old documentaries about the Marcoses, who are the presidents there or whatever. I know that Patrick Switzer and a lot of international riders like to go there. I know that they skate a lot of concrete roads, and I know that they have probably one of the biggest low-key communities in the world. But I don't know much, and I don't think that's enough information to allow someone to travel halfway around the world for a skate event in a country where they don't know anyone, they don't know the local language, and they're a stranger. It's pretty scary. However, they were having this event called VLT, which is the Visayan Longboard Trilogy. Basically, 3 closed road events across 3 islands over 10 days. And in comparison to the registration fees I'd have paid at Mary Hill and Tepe, this only cost 70 USD. That's a lot of value for money, man. 3 events in 10 days. I reached out to the event organizer, I reached out to locals there, reached out to some other international riders going there as well, and I tried to get as much information as I could. And I decided to hit the send button. So I put my skate stuff, packed up a bunch of wheels, way more than I would ever need, packed up all my other things that I needed. And I boarded what was likely the longest journey of my life. 28 hours of travel with a 10-hour layover in Manila. It was rough. Look at your boy smiling through the pain. I also want to quickly thank Harry, Elisa and Ipos for answering all my questions. I would not have had the confidence to do this journey if it wasn't for you guys' information. Thank you. So I safely landed in Dumaguete and got picked up from the airport by Ipos and Elroy. What up, buddy? Hey guys.
Welcome.
Ipos is the VLT event organizer and Elroy is a Filipino downhill skateboarder. Ipos was kind enough to let me tag onto his journey as I figured things out in the Philippines and as I settled in. It was very, very nice of him. We also met up with Julian Sherman, who's an Australian downhill skateboarder and event organizer. Though I was only in the Philippines for a few hours, the hospitality the Filipino community showed me made me feel more at home there than I do in my own country of Kenya.
Ready for some skid shit, mate?
We then had to catch the Dumaguete to Siquijor ferry where the first event was taking place. The ferry journey was going to be about an hour long, so I decided to take some time to learn some Visayan words.
My name is Iji.
Easy.
Hi, I'm Maya.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you guys. Welcome to the Philippines.
Thank you very much.
Thank you is salamat.
Salamat. Yeah, what about saying hello?
Hello.
Hello. EG and Mayet were helping Ipos run VLT. I really don't think VLT would have been pulled off if these guys weren't involved. I also wanted to get to know Elroy a little bit more. If I was competing, it was good to know a little bit about who I'd be squaring up against.
Yo, what's up? I'm Earl Magarato or Erloy. Yeah, from Philippines, very stuck.
How long have you been skating for?
I've been skating since 2016.
Are there any local races that you want to watch out for? So many. Okay, who's the best? Apart from yourself, who's the best?
Better watch out, Charlie Gitterig.
Gitterig, yeah?
Charlie, yeah.
That was pretty delirious from not sleeping for 28 hours. I couldn't help but appreciate the beauty of the Philippines. I'd only been here a few hours and it was already proving to be one of the most beautiful places I have ever been to. Landing on Siquijor Island, we stopped at the town of Enrique Villanueva for Ipos to have a quick chat with the mayor. Our longboard event was actually part of a bigger festival that the whole town of Enrique Villanueva was going to be a part of. It was refreshing to see a local government and town supportive of downhill skateboarding and willing to include us in their activities. Day 2 was the first real skate day of the trip. We got to hang out with some of the local Siquijor riders and we got to skate the event track a little bit. The racetrack is actually pretty gnarly. It has this fast chicane section at the top and this fast straight that has all these bumps and cracks that unsettle you out of your tuck. And with a top speed of about 95 kilometers per hour, it was pretty gnarly to be honest. The bottom section was a bit more chill, with a right hand turn that needed you to slide beforehand for it. But enough about the racetrack for now. The locals took us to this spot they call Infinity that was even gnarlier than the racetrack. I managed to film a run on my first day, courtesy of El John again. It wasn't the most impressive run, but as you guys are gonna see, we're gonna keep coming back to this hill and I slowly got better and better. The riding ability of local riders is actually pretty high. Charlie in particular is an impressive skater. Jesus fucking Christ. Eldro was right when he said that Charlie is one of the guys to watch. I chose to not bring my camera with me on this day, so most of these clips are from my phone and filmed by other people. I didn't want to spend my first day staring through a screen, and I wanted to experience it all for myself. My first day on Siquijor Island had me pretty stoked. I was pretty eager to see what else it had to offer.
Woo!
Yeah, but the connection's not strong here. We're gonna have to go there.
Welcome to Philippines. We are now at Siquijor with Abuga and Julian. Some local skaters here in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Today is the free ride day.
I didn't film much on the second day because I wanted to be more in the moment. But the third day had us waking up and meeting a lot of people. We were camped at this beachfront property that had the sunrise waking us up every day at 5 AM. I met a bunch of riders as people slowly trickled into the event campsite. Things were slowly getting super fun.
Good morning.
Morning, mate.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Elisa, Julian and I snuck off to this restaurant nearby to get some breakfast. Elisa is a downhill skateboarder from New Zealand and she's a VLT veteran. Hello.
Yo,
What are we doing here? Where are we right now?
we're chilling
Uh-huh.
in the Philippines. This is my, I think, third time in Siquijor, and like I don't know how many, what time in the Philippines.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you've been here a lot.
yeah, because it's tropical. I like it.
With breakfast done, we got our day started. My friend, can you tell us what we're about to do today?
So we're gonna go to this really cool spot. Pretty chill. See ya. And so we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go swim in a waterfall as you do. Great schedule. I'm so excited.
Yes, boy.
Stay up, stay up, stay up,
Yeah,
stay up,
it's kinda crazy,
stay
right?
up.
What she got is so Niagara. Make a young nigga straight need Viagra. Make an old nigga give keys to Jaguar. Just to keep from all the tease and laughter. Her telling her homegirls that he couldn't stay up in the restaurant with her voice way up. Please keep it discreet. Keep the business out of the street. She said I would if he had handled biz up in the streets. He pop up like the thing, he keep. And every time that she bang, he ski. And he's so bullheaded, tried to 3-peat. Try imagining something passionate between you, Cassie, and Kim Kardashian. Maybe that'll work when you get to hit that ass again. Or you could grab a Red Bull and sip that twice. Now y'all can have sexy time. It's nice.
Stay up, 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 oh yeah, stay up, stay up, yeah, stay up, stay up.
Man, this is classic. Call a National Geographic. Her ass is African, but her eyes so Asian. Plus the wasting, time's a wasting. This some good pussy, dog. Please don't waste it. You said fuck that, man. I'm gon' tape it. And came for you, barely even got the tape in. She had the maid outfit. It's all on her apron. I know a friend who got drunk and claimed a fat bitch raped.
I heard that bitch hate men and she covers up her crotch, but she loves to show her girls like Sinai Latham. And she throwing passes like Troy Aikman. And she really into twisting facts like false statements. He's into twisting backs by throwing his weight in, but she ain't waiting for him to rise to the occasion. He's like, be patient, this a contact sport, so you can save your pep talk. Give me that oral support. Stay up,
stay up.
She said you couldn't.
Stay up, stay up,
way up.
Stay up,
but why you don't?
Stay up, stay up, stay up, stay up.
Yeah, I knew you gotta.
Stay up,
you know you gotta.
Stay up.
I need that.
As we were wrapping up our session, we got joined up by another group of skaters from Mindanao. Mindanao is the Philippines' second biggest island and is just south of the Siquijor island. The average age group of these skaters was fairly young and it was refreshing to see as I'm used to pretty old people skating.
That was hectic.
Interestingly enough, with a lot of the roads being made from concrete, these guys really weren't used to skating on asphalt. It took them a while to sort of get used to it, which was a very interesting observation for me. With our skate session over, we went on a mission to find the waterfalls, and they weren't very easy to get to.
Hard left.
Hard left.
Oh my god, dude. Oh, dude, actually.
This is actually pretty fun. This is house.
So beautiful. What the fuck?
I couldn't help stopping every 5 minutes to film what I saw.
Welcome to the Philippines!
The Philippines is so beautiful, and nothing I filmed ever truly reflected how beautiful it was. With temperatures of over 35 degrees being pretty common at midday, a nice swim in a cold pond was fairly welcome.
Awesome so far. We are just arriving here in waterfalls.
Yeah. After a great long day, pretty long.
Yeah.
Long day of free ride. Checked out a little spot a bit further from the campsite, and now we're here, cooling off from the heat.
This is Charlie and Mayor D. Charlie is on the right and Mayor D is on the left. Meeting these two guys was definitely one of the highlights of my trip. Both these skaters were incredibly welcoming and accommodating. They were a helping hand whenever we felt lost or needed anything, and there was never much to worry about when they were both around. Seeing Charlie skate was such a treat. This guy has so much potential and I'm interested to see what he does in the next few years. And seeing how passionate and how much of a leader Mayor D was also very cool.
This is my first time I visit Siquijor, but so sick. Siquijor Island has full package.
Yeah? Everything you need.
Yeah, everything you need. You have a nice beach, speed spots, gnarly,
majestic waterfalls,
gnarly mountains, and the lot of waterfalls. So you guys need to visit the Philippines.
Yes.
Definitely.
In next week's video, we meet some of my favorite downhill skateboarders.
My name is Zach Mills Goodwin. I'm Harry Clark. I'm from Hong Kong.
We finally get to skate the event track. And we get to skate more of Infinity. Remember to like and subscribe so you don't miss any of the videos.